Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. We finally made it to the ultimate quarter-century Bonanza booster box overview. Tonight we're going to be going through statistics, pull rates, information straight from the website. Sorry about the... We're on tornado watch right now, so there's going to be a siren going off throughout this. I figured it'd be the perfect time to film. I really am just pretty limited to the times that I'm able to film these, so I gotta take what I can get. So hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Hopefully you can hear some cool thunder in the background, and y'all can just pretend that I'm filming this from Silent Hill. We're going to have information tonight straight directly from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami website. We're going to have information on exactly the pull rates for the boxes, what you should be expecting, the exact amount of money that it would cost for me to have bought all of my QCRs instead of buying these boxes, and whether I think that would have been worth it or not, and all sorts of other information. But without further ado, I thought we'd quickly go over everything and just talk about my thoughts in general. Starting off, I'm just going to cut this halfway through. Start checking these out. So these are arranged in the order that we open them. Thank you, Horn. I appreciate your letting me know that there's a tornado in the area. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the box order. Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries collectors. Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storm collectors. Win the Wind Charmer Verdant collectors. Six Samurai United collectors. Fire King Island Ultimate. Allure of Darkness Ultimate. Win the Wind Charmer Verdant Ultimate. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Longi Dragon Maid Lore Power. Thunder Dragon Dark. Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms. Neptibus the Atlantean Prince. Atlantean Dragoons. Swap Frog. Destiny Hero Malicious. Crystal Shark. Kirsu the Orcus Mech Knight. Grave of the Super Ancient Organism. Summoning Curse. Polymerization. Super Polymerization. Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils. That Grass Looks Greener. Bonfire. Set Rotation. Galatea the Orcus Automaton. Win the Wind Charmer Verdant. Area the Water Charmer Gentle. SP Little Knight. Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosac. And that's everything for super rares. Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders. Thunder Dragon Dark. Dragon Maid Lorepar. Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms. Blaster Dragon Ruler of Infernos. Punishment Dragon. Dark Beckoning Beast. Laundry Dragon Maid. Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Revealer of Ice Barrier. Diabell Star the Black Witch. Secret Six Samurai Kizaru. Swap Frog. Mermail Abystius. Nemesis Flag. Nemesis Corridor. Crystal Shark. Armageddon Knight. Danger Bigfoot. Totally Awesome. Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosac. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Leeb. Say that 5 times fast. Dark the Dark Charmer Gloomy. Sky Striker Ace Shizuku. Area the Water Charmer Gentle. Ancient Gear Ballista. Nightmare Phoenix. Rivalry of Warlords. Trap Trick. Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell. Schuberta Melodious Maestra. Allure of Darkness. Another Allure of Darkness. Polymerization. Super Polymerization. Monster Reborn. Clockwork Knight. Six Samurai United. Fire King Island. Solomon Great Circle. That was everything that we got for ultra rares. Moving on to platinums. Or not platinums, moving on to secret rares. We got Bonfire. Sorry. I organized these to the best of my abilities, though. We got Bonfire, Monster Reborn, Set Rotation, Allure of Darkness, Dragon Maid Hospitality, Sinnet Mining, Summoning Curse, Fire King Island, Triple Tactics Thrust, Trap Trick, Ancient Gear Howitzer, House Dragon Maid, Dark the Dark Charmer Gloomy, Danger Bigfoot, Crystal Shark, Longi Dragon Maid Lorepar, Tidal Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls, and Swap Frog. That was everything that we got for the secret rare. For platinum, we got Card of Safe Return, Destiny Draw, Monster Reborn, Graceful Charity, Icarus Attack, Trap Hole, Bryanak, Dragon Ruler of Ice Barrier, oh, you hear that one? Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. It's okay, buddy. Sorry, my dog's in the room. He's panicking right now. Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Vampire Lord. Cyber Dragon. Ryza, the Storm Monarch. Stream Dragon, Ruler of Droplets. Grandmaster of the Six Samurai. Swap Frog. Goblin Attack Force. Judgment Dragon. Witch of the Black Forest. Gravekeeper Spy. Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. Summon Skull. And Blue Eyes White Dragon. As for the quarter centuries of that first box, I have some information here that I'm trying to reveal at the end. Let's see if I can keep it hidden. We got Mage Power. We got Nightmare Phoenix. These are QCRs, by the way. I don't know if I said that already. We got Trigodia. We got Swap Frog. Snipe Hunter. Jeez, sorry about that fucking hair. Get out of here. Snipe Hunter, Deck Devastation Virus, and Rivalry of Warlords. The total, if this is the kind of stuff that you're interested in, the total value of the market that we pulled from the first box came out to $171.27. If you subtract the cost that I paid for these boxes at $137.78, the net profit, if you were to sell all of these, which I don't suggest trying to do, would have been $33.49. So value-wise, this would have been a pretty fucking good box. Not in the sense that you should be thinking about reselling these cards, because it would take a significant amount of time to list every single one of these cards, and a significant amount of time for them to sell as well. And would that really be worth $33 when you could go out and work a minimum wage job for 3 hours and make that? Probably not. I think you'd be better off going off and working the job real quick. But overall, like I said, it is very uncommon when you are pulling trading cards for the total value of all the cards that you pulled to be worth the same amount, or if not more, than the box you pulled it from. That is almost like never the case. So like, if you're worried about like, should I buy this box because, you know, I don't know if the cards are going to tank in value, or, you know, whatever, if that's the way you think, I think you're pretty good here. Like, I think that most of these boxes, for the most part, covered their own price. I think there was only one of them that was in the negatives, and I think that was this one. But like I said, I'm not fucking listing these goddamn cards. Like, what my idea is I'm gonna go through everything and see what I got, like, maybe at the end of all this. I don't even know if I'm gonna do that part on camera, because that's gonna take a really long time. But I'm gonna try and see if I have every single version of the super rares in the set. I want to see if I have every single version of the ultra rares. I want to see if I have every single version of the secret rare, because believe it or not, I'm going to start getting into some of the kind of statistics about this set. So there are 276 cards in this set total. If you count every single rarity of all of those individual cards, there are 936 cards in this Bonanza series. But there are only 78 secret rares, 78 super rares, 78 ultimate rares, 78 ultra rares, 78 collector's rares, but then there's 276 platinum secret rares and 270 QCRs. So if you're looking to master set this in a way, going the route of like secret, super, ultimate, ultra, or collector rares, there's only 78 cards. Like, you could do like a mini master set of one of those, and I feel like there's a really good chance that of all of these cards that we pulled, that I might have all 78 super rares, or I may have all 78 ultra rares, or I may have, you know what I'm saying? So I may put together like a mini master set binder of all 78 of one of those series if I have them all. But yeah, let's start off with this second box and see what we got real quick. I'm trying to move through these way faster than my other ones, because this is kind of like a no fucking around video. Alright, starting off, Solomon Great Circle in collectors. Let me flip these this way. Yeah. Danger Bigfoot in collectors. Mermail Abystius in collectors. Swap Frog in collectors. Area the Water Charmer Gentle in collectors. Set Rotation in Ultimate. That Grass Looks Greener in Ultimate. Blaster Dragon Rule of Infernos in Ultimate. Oh man, wasn't that juicy ass siren? How fucking crazy would it be if I just had a tornado rip my house down mid fucking video? That'd be nuts. Crystal Shark in Ultimate. Gearsu the Orcus Mech Knight in Ultimate. Moving on, we are now to our super rares. Sky Striker Ace Shizuku. Nightmare Phoenix. Ancient Gear Ballista. Schuberta the Melodious Maestra. Curse Seal of the Forbidden Spell. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Lead. Totally awesome. Armageddon Knight. Dark Beckoning Beast. Yeah, let me do this way. Nemesis Flag. Punishment Dragon. Redox, Dragon of Ruler of Boulders. Tidal, Dragon of Ruler of Waterfalls. Deep Sea Diva. Secret Six Samurai, Kizaru. Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. Ostinato. Solomon Great Circle. Branded Opening. Polymerization. Fire King Island. It's probably had the worst damage out of all the cards that we pulled, just straight out of the pack. Pretty crazy. But if that's the worst that we got, I mean, I guess that's better than what I could have got. Clockwork Knight. Allure of Darkness. Another Allure of Darkness. Ancient Gear Howitz. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, that was the end of the super rares. Moving on to Ultra, we got Ancient Gear Howitzer, House Dragon Maid, Thunder Dragon Colossus, Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell, Tidal Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls, Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders, Arch Nemesis Protoss. Such a cool looking card, by the way. Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon, probably pronounce that like shit. Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms, Dragon Maid Lorpar, Lord of the Heavenly Prison, Destiny Hero Malicious, Fabled Lurie, Nemesis Corridor, Nemesis Flag, Gearsu the Orcus Mech Knight, Armageddon Knight, Danger Bigfoot. Sorry, y'all can clearly tell I have no idea what I'm doing. Mermail Abystius, Atlantean Dragoons, Nephthybis the Atlantean Prince, Madolce Salon, whatever it is, Dragon Maid Hospitality, That Grass Looks Greener, Sinnet Mining, Return of the Dragon Lords, Branded Opening, 1-for-1, 1-for-1 alt, or one of the others may be the alt. I'm not sure which one of those is which, but one of those is an alt art for the other. Fire King Island, Monster Reborn, Red Eyes Insight, Triple Tactics Thrust, Ancient Gear Ballista, Galatea Orcus Automaton, Area the Water Charmer Gentle, Wind the Wind Charmer Verdant, and moving on to Secret Rare. Set Rotation, Ostinato, 1-for-1, 1-for-1 alt, Solomon Great Circle, Branded Opening, Grass Looks Greener, Clockwork Knight, Schuberta, Rivalry of Warlords, Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders, Thunder Dragon Dark, Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon, Punishment Dragon, Blaster Dragon Ruler of Infernos, Deep Sea Diva, Gearsu the Orcus Mech Knight, Nemesis Flag, and moving into Platinum Secret Rares now. Let me organize this pile just a tiny bit. Sorry, I hate seeing these fucking cards start to get in like a pile. Starting off, Dark Bribe, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, Ultimate Get the Fuck Out of Here, Ultimate Offering, Dragon Ravine, Mausoleum of the Emperor, Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. Love this card art. It looks so good, especially in that fucking... Sorry, this is not the fucking video to be talking about the card art. Sky Striper Mobilize linkage, also love it. United We Stand, Smashing Ground, Clockwork Knight, Gateway of the Six, Card of Demise, Pot of Avarice, really like that one too. Dark the Dark Charmer, Gloomy. Debris Dragon, Cyber Valley. Redox, Dragon Ruler of Boulders. Reactin, Dragon Ruler of Pebbles. Genix, Alley Birdman. Not sure how to pronounce that. Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. Morphing Jar. Dark Magician of Chaos. Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight. And Dark Paladin. That box almost seemed themed with those dark cards. So some more statistics about these. I'm not sure if I've read this part of it off yet, but directly from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami website on the description for these, it says each pack contains 5 cards. The set contains 2 different card pools. I may have said this already. 2 different card pools, a 198 nostalgia pool and a 78 card main pool. I would assume that the nostalgia cards are some of the ones that I've been more hyped about for the most part. But I think a lot of the 78 card main pool are probably more of like the anime girl cards, probably a lot more of like these kind of cards. But for the most part, I really liked the set. Really, really good artwork overall and everything. But I'm babbling. Let me go ahead and move on to our quarter centuries, try and cover up this business information under here to really twist the investors and the audience's balls. And just for that, I'm having so much trouble picking these up. Okay, let's see. We got Heat Wave. Get the fuck out of here, dog hairs. Dogs, you gotta love them, but damn, their fucking hair gets everywhere. Heat Wave. Whoops, spoiled the information. Fleet of the Summoning Dragon. Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Cyberstein. Neptibus, the Atlantean Prince. Good lord, these things can collect hair like a fucking vacuum. And Shuret, Strategist of the Necros. So that box, we pulled $128.21 worth of cards. Cost us $137.78, which was a net loss of $9.57. But when you think about it, how often you're gonna see a video come out right after this where I open up a box from Walmart called a Chaos box, and you will see how invaluable pull rates can truly be. If you think, that is like a lot of money to lose on a $130 box, you ain't seen nothing, dude. I'm not saying that I spent $130 on it. I spent $20 on it. It's not a huge deal. But when you see the values of some of the cards that I pulled, you'll be like, oh, okay, that's not a fucking bad loss. But like I said, reselling all of these cards individually would not be an intelligent way to make money. That would take a very, very, very long time. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a hot market right now like Pokemon is. Just for some insight, I have an eBay store, and I'm currently at 99 items sold. But I've been on eBay for since 2011, but I've only started selling probably within the past few years, and I've only started selling trading cards within the past 3 months maybe. But within those 3 months, I probably sold 60, 70 trading cards on my store. Pokemon sells like hotcakes. I don't know about new Pokemon, but whenever I went through my old collection, and I have a lot of fucking Pokemon cards. Oh wait, these are Yu-Gi-Oh! I basically just have a shitload of cards just right here. These are all listed on my eBay store right now, and these are all just holo foil Pokemon cards from my childhood that I wasn't super attached to still. I sell 2 or 3 of these a day. Sorry about all the fucking hairs on these too. I'm telling you, dude, these plastic cases that with their little static charge, they just fucking collect hair. These collect hair like I collect cards. But yeah, Pokemon cards sell every fucking day on my store. And I'm not some big time store. Like I said, I've sold 98 items. I do have really good feedback. I'm at 100% positive feedback, which I'm really fucking hyped and proud of. I know it's not, easy to do, but I take a lot of care with my orders and everything. But I'm getting on a super tangent. Yu-Gi-Oh does not sell like that. I sell those cards all the time because I have them listed at like maybe $2-3 a piece for the most part. I have a lot of different like Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are kind of from like more recent sets listed at like $2 or $3 a piece. I've sold one Yu-Gi-Oh card in like 3 months. Like maybe 60 to 70 Pokemon cards, maybe one Yu-Gi-Oh card. So if you're thinking about getting into Yu-Gi-Oh for the reselling game and for like making a huge profit on them, good fucking luck. The only like profitable cards that you're going to be pulling from really sets like these are some of your QCRs, and even then your likelihood of pulling a box like this where like all the value of the QCRs, like I don't even really remember what the aftermarket value of most of these QCRs were. I think this one was like $25 or something maybe. I think this one was maybe somewhere around that price too, but like if you just paid $130 for this box, you're not going to be like flipping these cards for a massive return anytime soon. But that's what's really nice about being like a legitimate collector and not just in it for the fucking reselling game. Being able to throw all of these cards in penny sleeves, top loaders, put them in a binder, store and like really make a really nice collection, and then like go through them fucking 20 years later and realize like, oh wow, some of these are really worth a lot of money now. Like that's kind of crazy because they haven't been in print for 20 years. That's a way cooler thing to find out than like going to your fucking local Target, buying a Pokemon ETB, immediately listing it on eBay and getting like a $50 return on it. It's like, that's fucking stupid, dude. But like real collectors don't really fucking care about the value of their cards. We're here for the fucking artwork. We're here for the fucking way that the game plays. Oh, it's okay, buddy. Don't worry. He's my dog right now. He's trying to like climb under my computer desk right now because he's freaking out about this siren and this thunderstorm. He's such a sweetheart. I don't normally like letting him go under my desk because there's a bunch of computer wires down there, but I might give him a pass tonight just because I know he's scared. It's okay, buddy. You can chill under the desk if you want to. Alright, let's see. It's okay, buddy. Don't worry about it. Sorry, guys. Starting off, we've got 6 Samurai United. Let's see. Oh, hold up. We got these slightly misorganized. I did a lot of work. Oh, goodness gracious. These cards are starting to slide. We're good. Everybody chill. I did a lot of work organizing all of these off camera beforehand. Like trying my best to at least sort them by like their different rarities and then the colors of their cards. I know that some of them are like spell cards, some of them are monster cards, all that stuff. I did my best though. Okay, for some reason this stack is being particularly difficult to manage right now. It's okay, buddy, don't worry. It's okay. We're starting off 6 Samurai United. Rivalry of Warlords. Starting off, we're in the Prismatic Collector's Rares. Lord of the Heavenly Prison, Mermail Abystius. And then moving into Prismatic Ultimate Rare, we got Grass Looks Greener, we got Thunder Dragon Dark, we got Wind the Wind Charmer Verdant, we got Bonfire, we've got Fire King Island. That was it for Prismatic Ultimate Rares. Moving into Super Rares, we got Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, Deep Sea Diva, Revealer of the Ice Barrier, Nemesis Corridor, Tidal, Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls, Thunder Dragon Dark, Mermail Abystius. Mason, can you not fucking eat trash right now? Mermail Abystius, Rainhawks, Dragon Ruler of Boulders. He just wants to make an appearance in this video so bad. Swap Frog, Punishment Dragon, Fire King Island, Polymerization, Salmon Great Circle, Ostinato, Monster Reborn, Branded Opening, Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell. Rivalry of Warlords, get the fuck out of here, hair. Shuberto the Melodious Maestra, totally awesome. Mecha Phantom Beast Drekkasack. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Leave, say that 5 times fast. Dark the Dark Charmer Gloomy, Ancient Gear Ballista, and then moving into ultra rare, starting off with our homegirl SP Little Knight, Area the Water Charmer Gentle, Sky Striker Ace Shizuko, Galatea the Orcus Automaton, Ancient Gear Ballista, Wind the Wind Charmer Verdant, Shuberto the Melodious Maestra, Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell, Summoning Curse, Polymerization, Alt Art. Dude, okay, I've not really pointed this out, I think, this entire series, and this is probably like something that's been around for a long time, but I'm just seeing this now, and it's really, really cool. Look at how these cards are alternates of each other. You are literally looking through like what they're seeing into a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like they're on the other side of that artwork. Isn't that so cool? I really, really like this card. It's like it's meta as fuck. This is really cool. And then moving into Super Polymerization. Sorry, I wasn't trying to really do like a deep dive on these cards on this video. But I had to point that out because I haven't mentioned that before. Allure of Darkness, Bonfire, Fire King Island, Tigress Looks Greener, Ostinato, Branded Opening, Salomon Great Circle, Set Rotation, Dragon Maid Lorepar, Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms, Tidal Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls, Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders. It's okay. Y'all like that Thunder ASMR? Punishment Dragon, Thunder Dragon Dark, Deep Sea Diva, Neptibus the Atlantean Prince, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, Ghost Sister Spooky Dogwood, Swap Frog, Nemesis Flag, Girsu the Orcus Mech Knight, Destiny Hero Malicious, Crystal Shark, Armageddon Knight, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Leave. Totally awesome. And we are moving into, let me just double check that that was not the first, yeah. We're moving into Secret Rare now. From this box we pulled Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, Promethean Princess Bestower of Flames, Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, Triple Tactics Thrust, Salomon Great Circle, Set Rotation, Red Eyes Insight, Ancient Gear Fortress, Heat Wave, Monster Reborn, Madolce Salon, Six Samurai United, Atlantean Dragoons, Fabled Lure, glitching out right now. Oh, good fucking save, bro. Oh, it's not over yet. Hold on. I'm fighting her, guys. I'm fighting her. She's a thick beast. Good lord. Sorry, I'm trying to like really run through these, but by running through these, I'm not creating a stack with a lot of structural integrity. Fabled Lurry. Danger Bigfoot. Oh, yep, Danger Bigfoot. Now we're moving on to our Platinum Secret Rares. And good lord, man, look at that. I don't know if it's been the same for every box. We'll talk about your guaranteed pull rates later, and then we'll talk about what you possibly can pull and what your rates are for those. But this seems like a lot of platinums for this box. Maybe all of these have this many platinums, but damn, I mean, look at that. Hold on, gang. Your boy may have done some shitty organizing. I was going to say, this seems like a lot of platinums. Alright, hold on. Sorry. I really thought that I was gonna fucking come in here big dick and everything super organized, but I'm really looking small dick right now. Alright, guys. Finishing off Secret Rare. Revealer of Ice Barrier, Blaster Dragon Ruler of Infernos, Dark Beckoning Beast, Armageddon Knight, and that should be it for Secret. Yes. Alrighty. Moving into Platinum Ultimate Rare. Morphing Jar number 2. Cyberstein. Sangan. Blackwing Colette the Moonshadow. Gorz the Emissary of Darkness. Magician of Faith. Witch of the Black Forest. DD Warrior Lady. Dark Magician Girl. Lightning Vortex. Zombie World. Trade-in. Polymerization. Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Brain Control. Graceful Charity. Fusion Destiny. The Flute of Summoning Dragon. This pile's getting out of control again. You tried me. You tried me. Ally of Justice. Catastor, not Castrator. Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. Chimeratech Overdragon. Rivalry of Warlords. And good lord, that's a lot of hair. Macrocosmos. And that was everything that we pulled from there that was not a QCR. But what were our QCRs? Let's see. I think after this, after I've gone through everything on camera, so you can know exactly what I pulled from everything, I'm going to go through and take all of the individual cards out and put those in individual stacks. I wanted to keep these the way that they are now so that we could go through and see exactly what we pulled from each box. But then after that, I want to sort them by, all 4 of them by rarity, because that's what I'm really concerned with. I want to see if we can get a master set of like 78 cards or something. I don't know if we'll do that on camera or not. So as far as QCRs, we pulled Skyscraper 2. Don't worry, I didn't fuck the card up, everybody. This wasn't a valuable one either way. I still love this card art. It's so good. We're not talking about that right now though. Skyscraper 2, Hero City. Area of the Water Charmer Gentle. If you want to hear, by the way, I don't know if everybody here has watched my previous videos. If you want to hear my opinions about the artwork of any of these cards, or just me taking a more in-depth look at them, go through my previous box overviews, and I really take a lot of time going through every single one of those cards. Tempest Dragon, Ruler of Storms. I don't know if I just mentioned that. Cyberjar. Tempest Dragon, Ruler of Storms. Mermail Abystius. Burner Dragon, Ruler of Sparks. That was everything. So this box, we pulled $139.93 market worth of cards, minus the $137.78 that we paid for them. We made a total value of $215. Should you get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Reselling? Yes. You can make profits like $2.15 from one of these. Scalpers, get to it. There goes the alarm again. Y'all can just pretend I'm still in Silent Hill right now. Alrighty, gang. On to the 4th stack. I feel like I did these a lot faster and better in the first pile or two than I have on these second ones. I don't know if this like flip over on the back thing is working or not, but I'm trying to keep these organized by rarity still. Starting off, we got our Prismatic Collectors. Diabella Star the Black Witch, 6 Samurai United. And that was everything, just 2. Then we got Prismatic Ultimate, Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils, Laundry Dragon Maid, 1 for 1, Dark Beckoning Beast, House Dragon Maid, Ancient Gear Fortress. And that was everything for Prismatic Ultimate. On the Super Rare, we got House Dragon Maid. Oops. We got House Dragon Maid, we got Trap Trick, we got Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, Rivalry of Warlords, Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, Mecha Phantom Beast Drakasak, Ritual Beast Tamer Elder, Danger Bigfoot, Laundry Dragon Maid, Deep Sea Diva, Destiny Hero Malicious, this thing is like a snake in my hand, Blaster Dragon Ruler of Infernos, Girsu the Orcus Mech Knight, Return of the Dragon Lords, Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils, Monster Reborn, Heatwave, Sinet, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, Mining, Solomon Great Circle. Quit pulling the QCRs from the first box. I'm going to scoot these over just a little bit more. Ancient Gear Ballista, Nightmare Phoenix, Wind the Wind Charmer Verdant, Galatea the Orcust Automaton, SP Little Knight, and that was everything from the super rares. Ancient Gear Ballista, moving on to ultra rares, Nightmare Phoenix, Dark the Dark Charmer Gloomy, Wind the Wind Charmer Verdant, why am I doing the stupid voice, Sky Striker Ace Shizuku, Schuberta the Melodious Maestra, Curse Seal of the Forbidden Spell, Double Curse Seal of the Forbidden Spell, Rivalry of Warlords, Mecha Phantom Beast Drakasak, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Leeb, Totally Awesome, Swap Frog, 2 Frog cards back to back, Atlantean Dragoons, told you I organized these good, 2 Frog cards back to back, I organized these good, Mermail Abyssius, Neptibus the Atlantean Prince, Deep Sea Diva, notice the aquarium related cards are together too. Whoa, he's so crazy. Armageddon Knight, Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders, Punishment Dragon, Tidal Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls, Thunder Dragon Dark, chill, QCRs, chill, Thunder Dragon Dark, Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms, Dark Beckoning Beast, Lord of the Heavenly Prison, Nemesis Corridor, Danger, Bigfoot, Revealer of the Ice Barrier, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, Ostinato, Salomon Great Circle, Fire King Island, Branded Opening, Polymerization Alt Art. It's awesome. We got Polymerization and Polymerization art, Alt Art in a lot of boxes. That's cool. Monster Reborn, Lure of Darkness, 1 for 1, holy shit, don't you fall. 1 for 1, Dragon Maid Hospitality, Triple Tactics Thrust. And that was it for our ultras. Rivalry of Warlords, starting us off with our secret rares. Schuberta, oh yeah, these piles are getting unruly, boy. This pile is getting less ruly, this pile's getting more, no. This pile's getting less ruly, this pile's getting more ruly. Schuberta the Melodious Maestra, Allure of Darkness, Branded Opening, Grass Looks Greener, 1 for 1, Ostinato, Clockwork Knight, Dark the Dark Charmer Gloomy, Galatea, Orcust Automaton, Wind the Wind Charmer Verdant, Laundry Dragon Maid, Snake Eyes Flamberger Dragon, I probably pronounced that different 3 times this video, Redox Dragon Ruler Boulders, Atlantean Dragoon, Crystal Shark, Nemesis Flag, Girsu the Orcust Mechanite. We haven't knocked over a pile yet, dude. We're doing good. Oh, and we haven't accidentally gone into a new rarity without realizing it yet, so that's pretty impressive too. Moving on to Platinum Secret Rares. Naturia Beast, Bryanak Dragon Ruler, or Bryanak Dragon of the Ice Barrier. I think I called that the wrong thing earlier. Brian Control, Brian Griffin Control, Lightning Vortex, Heat Wave, Graceful Charity, Macrocosmos, Chimera Tech Overdragon, Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Judgment Dragon, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Dark Beckoning Beast, Destiny Hero Malicious, Grandmaster of the Six Samurai, Rise of the Storm Monarch, Morphing Jar number 2, Caius the Shadow Monarch. This was a sleeper card of this set. I love the card art whenever I pulled it, but I had no fucking idea that this in QCR was one of the craziest fucking pulls of this whole box. Toon Blackluster Soldier, DD Warrior Lady, Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo, Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest. That was all of our Platinum Secret Rares from that box. Boom. I don't really care if these are kind of a little bit off screen now. And our final box. If you saw the overview video, you know how fucking insane this box was. And I didn't even realize how insane this box was until I went on TCG Player later on that day and looked some of these QCR prices up, because they blew my fucking mind. I'm not going to remember all of them off the top of my head right now. Allure of Darkness, first QCR. House Dragon Maid with a hair on it, second QCR. Ceasefire, third QCR. Abyss Shark with a hair on it, fourth QCR. Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. This was worth way more than I expected it to be. I was expecting this card to maybe be worth $4, just because most trading cards are. But I think this was worth like 20 something dollars or something like that. It was really surprised me. Red Eyes Black Dragon in QCR. More than likely my favorite card that I pulled out of all 4 of these boxes. I'm incredibly stoked on this card. And the card right after it as well. This one I think was going for like $50, $55 whenever I checked. There's no motherfucking way that I'm parting with this card for $55. There's no way that I'm parting ways with this card anytime in the near future. I am so happy to have pulled this. This was awesome. I've probably been leaning my arm off and spoiling some of this price information, but if you already saw the overview for box 4, you already know all that information anyway. Ending it off though, Caius the Shadow Monarch. This was like a $60-something card when I looked it up, and whenever I saw it, it fucking made my mouth hit the floor. And I know most of you all like seasoned TCG collectors are probably thinking like, bro, that's fucking chump change. My first edition so-and-so is worth $6,000, and that's sick. You know, good for you and everything. But I cannot tell you, whenever I found out the value of this card, that I was like, holy fuck, this is like, I'm super proud to own this now. This, I mean, I really, whenever I pulled this, I thought that black hole that he's holding, and that I'm probably not even calling it the right thing, looks so cool. And his artwork just looks great. Sorry about all the hairs and everything. These things are really, just really static, and they collect dust and hairs like crazy. But damn, dude, this was like, if the Red Eyes was my favorite pull of the set, this was like my like unknown like sleeper pull of the set, like that I had no idea. Like whenever I pulled it, I was like, oh, that's really fucking cool, but I had no idea. This is the most valuable card out of everything we pulled, like for sure. Not that like I said, not that that's what I'm looking for, not that that's what I care about, but dude, damn. Super fucking hyped. This last box was crazy. I've probably already spoiled it like 15 times, but we pulled $259.48 worth of cards from this box, bro. The fucking dude at Konami at the factory that day was like, hit this fucking fool. Another QCR. Another QCR. You know what? Hit him with 2 fire QCRs. You know what? throw a SP Little Knight Ultra in there. You know what? I don't remember if that was the exact one with that, but yo, like, just a lot of really fucking crazy pulls in this 4th box. So we paid $137.78 or 28 cents. I can't even read my own handwriting. But if you were to sell everything from this box, you would profit $122 in the market if every single one of these sold right now for exactly market value. That is fucking crazy to me. I did not really buy any of these boxes with the intention that I would be pulling cards that would total up more than the actual value of the boxes themselves that I paid for them. So that is just mind-blowing to me. But I'm sorry that I've kind of gone from one topic to another in this video a little bit, but I have a lot of notes written over here that I kind of just want to read off, and they will give you a very solid idea. Like, this is all information that I should have researched before buying these. Not that it would have influenced my decision to buy them. I still would have been interested in buying them, and I still probably would have bought 4 of them. But this is all really relevant information that you should totally know if you're thinking about buying these Bonanza booster boxes. So, like I said earlier, 198 cards in this set from the nostalgia pool. which I assume is stuff like this. The 78 card main pull, I would assume, is stuff like this. I would assume this is more recent. Dude, look at all the scratching that's on these fucking top loaders already. That's crazy. Each pack would contain 5 cards. Every single time, you're going to get 5 cards in the pack. Let's see. It says on here, the guaranteed platinum or quarter century secret rare is from the 198 card nostalgia pool, and the remaining 4 are from the 78 card pool. In every single pack, there will be 1 platinum secret rare or quarter century secret rare. There are no odds, though, that I could find on the internet about which one. You're guaranteed 1 platinum or 1 quarter century, but it doesn't say what the odds of each are, which we pulled like 6, 6, 7, 7 or something like that, or like 7, 6, 6, 7. So like 6 to 7 is what I would assume. And whenever I did the math on here, that's what it works out to. So you are guaranteed 1 platinum secret rare or quarter century secret rare per pack. 1 super rare, 1 secret rare, and that secret rare has a 1 in 4 chance of being another platinum secret rare or a quarter century secret rare. So earlier, I think in the first box, there was 1 pack that I pulled that had 2 QCRs in it, like back to back. So that's what that was. And you are guaranteed in every single pack 2 ultra rares, which have a 1 in 6 chance of being a collector's rare or an ultimate rare, like these cards that were in the first, in the front of the decks. So when you're buying a booster box, when you're buying one of these, this mine is empty, by the way. I don't have any more. I'm sorry, guys. But this thing looks nice though, doesn't it? Don't you think this thing will like display nicely? Even though it's really small, it's really hard to get a good angle at this from there. In one of these boxes, I can guarantee you every single time you will pull at a minimum 24 platinum secret rares. You are guaranteed 24 super rares in one of these. You are guaranteed 24 secret rares in one of these. You are guaranteed 48 ultra rares. So you are more likely to pull a card in ultra rare than you are in super rare, which is interesting to me. I would think it would be the other way around, that you would get 48 super rares a box and get 24 ultras, but it's the other way around for some reason. You get 2 ultra rares per pack and 1 super rare, and at 24 packs a box, that's what that works out to. I hope I'm not going on too ridiculous of a tangent, but statistically, that in every single pack, when you have a 1 in 4 chance of your secret rare being a platinum secret rare or a quarter century secret rare, statistically per box, 1 in 4 odds would be 6 extra platinums and or QCRs per box. Which 99, I would assume that when it says like you have a chance of pulling a platinum or a quarter, it's like 90% or 80% platinum, 10, 20% quarter century. As you can see, we pulled about like 6 to 7 per box. If it was like a 50% chance, we would be seeing like about 12 per box, which is we did not see. I mean, it's possible, but not in any of the boxes that we pulled. 6 to 7 is what I would assume is pretty average. Statistically, 1 in 6 odds of your ultra rare being a collector's rare or ultimate would mean that you are roughly guaranteed about 8 collectors or ultimate rares a box, which if we sort through these like mega quickly, I think will be true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. obviously, like you all know, trading cards are random, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, statistically, your odds should be about 8 per box that you order. Some more interesting information that I found out from a website called ygoprodeck.com. Apparently, it would cost $5,609.62 to master set this. I don't know how accurate that information is. I don't know where they're pulling those prices from or how accurate they are. But like I said earlier, there are 276 cards in the whole set that you can pull. But out of all of those rarities, there are 936 cards in total. Like I said, 78 secrets, 78 supers, 78 ultimates, 78 ultras, 78 collectors, 276 platinums, and 270 QCRs. So, if you are thinking to yourself, I kind of made some inaccurate information in one of my last videos when I said you have like a 6 out of 900 chance of pulling the QCR that you're looking for. That was not correct if you think about it this way. You are roughly guaranteed about 6 to 7 QCRs per booster box. So, if there are 120 cards in this booster box and you pull 6 of them, if you were, listen to this, this is even better. If you wanted to collect, wait, is that right? Oh my gosh, no, it's not. No, it would be even more. I was gonna say, hold up, let me do some, no, I can't even do super quick math right now because I don't have my calculator out. Or my calculator's on my phone and I'm filming this right now, so I can't do that. Oh, it happened. It happened. See, a real professional would edit all this shit out, so you all would never know that this kind of stuff happens. This is how you know you're dealing with a real amateur. Alright. So, all my bullshit QCR math was kind of stupid. I did that wrong. So, don't worry about that last thing that I just said. Now, something that I wanted to talk about was, if I had decided instead of buying 4 booster boxes for $551, how much would it have costed if I just bought the QCRs that I was looking for? And I was looking for the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician Girl in A, B, and C variants, Jinzo, and Summon Skull probably. How much do you think that those total to? Blue Eyes is $154. Dark Magician Girl A is $71. Dark Magician Girl B is $50. And Dark Magician Girl C is $47. Jinzo comes out to $68 and $56 for Summon Skull. That is a total of $446 for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for the 6 cards that I really, really wanted to pull. Would it have been worth it for me to spend $446 for 6 cards versus $551 for all of this? I think I would have rather gotten all this, because I got the fun of getting to open these for myself. Even though I didn't hit the exact cards that I was looking for, I got all sorts of variants. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm still a tiny bit bummed we didn't even pull a Platinum Jinzo. I was really fucking praying for a Jinzo, bro. But we got Dark Magician Girl, I think, in the first variant in Plat. We got Blue Eyes in Plat. We got Summon Skull in Plat. So like we pulled like a lot of the cards that we wanted to put in our collection in Platinum, and I'm not upset about that. They look really good. But yeah, I think that I got my money's worth out of this whenever it comes to like, should I have just bought the singles that I wanted, or should I have bought the boxes? I think that I'm glad that I bought the boxes. But what do I really think these boxes are worth, or should be worth, or should be selling at? Now, I say this with the knowledge that I think these came out at the end of last year in 2024. I don't know if this box is currently printing still, and or if it is currently printing, if those cards will be in first ed anymore. I don't know, because if it's not in print anymore, I kind of understand prices on the boxes going up. You know, scarcity equals value, and it just makes sense that when you can't get these boxes anymore from retailers, that they would go up on the secondary market. But I couldn't find MSRP for these boxes anywhere. I looked on Konami's site. All they wanted to say was how much they charged a pack, or how much they like suggested charging a pack, which they suggested $5.99 a pack. So if you multiply $5.99 a pack times 24 packs per box, which is what you get, that comes out to $143.76 per box, which normally when you're buying stuff in bulk, the reason that you're buying it in bulk is because you're getting a discount on it. You're getting a good deal on it. Instead of paying $5.99 a pack, maybe you're paying, you know, $4 a pack or $3 a pack or whatever. I don't know exactly what my math worked out to. If you want to do the math on your own, you know, it was like 137.78 divided by $5.99. Is that right? Yeah, to figure out, like, you know, is that right? No. Do 137.78 divided by 24, and that's what I will have paid per pack, if that gives you an idea. Which, like I said, I am not upset at all with the price that I paid for these. Would I suggest that you spend $137 per box of these? Assuming that money is not an object for you, like money is not tight. Like, I don't suggest anybody go out and buy these with the intention of flipping them or opening the packs and making a significant profit from them. You will not. It's just not going to be the case, you know. This was a fucking 1 out of 4 chance right here. And even then, like, this may actually be like a 1 out of 20 box, and I just don't realize that because I've only opened 4. But a box where you pull 122 cards and profits, that is fucking crazy. Like, that is uncommon, though, even in this set. But 171 worth of cards, 128 worth of cards, 139 worth of cards, $259 worth of cards. Am I upset that I paid $130 per box for these? Not at all. No, I'm not. Like I said, I got my fucking tax return a little bit ago. I had a surplus of money, and I figured I'd just treat myself to something nostalgic from my childhood. So I do not regret spending that amount of money. Would I buy more of these in the future for that same price? No, I definitely would not. And here's why. I've opened 4 of these boxes already, and I had a great time opening them, but the amount of cards that we would be pulling after these 4 boxes that would just be duplicates of what we already have would be a shitload. I do not need any more duplicates from this set. At least not for $137. However, if this set was still being reprinted in first edition, and like I said, Konami doesn't have fucking MSRP anywhere on these boxes, so this is just, you know, bullshit in a price. if these boxes were $90 to $100, I would, nice voice crack by the way, $90 to $100, I would absolutely recommend picking them up. Just purely, not for reselling, don't think about fucking that, but just in the sense that, like, you will, like, almost 1000% be pulling the amount of cards in value that you're paying for. And that's, like, sick. Like, that's not something very common, like I said, that you see in opening boxes. So, yeah. If you're spending, I think even, like, honestly, like, especially if you're only buying one, like I said, 90 to like maybe 130 max is what I'd spend on these, because like I said, you know, especially if you're the investor type of person, technically lost $9 on this box, which, like I said, is uncommon. That is still kind of like a win in a TCG box, you know. There's a lot of fucking trading card sets that the moment you open that pack, those cards are all fucking worth 1 cent. You know, that pack may be worth, you know, $5 by itself, but when you open all those cards and look at them and sell them individually, they may be worth like 20 cents total. And you will see that in my upcoming Walmart Chaos box opening, which will be pretty funny to watch, I'm sure. So, yeah, I think anywhere from $90 to $120 is an incredibly good, reasonable price to be paying per box of these. I have no fucking clue what cases of these go for, but if money is really not an option for you, or not an object for you, and you can afford doing something like that, and you're really looking to hit like a crazy chase card and you don't mind having a ton of duplicates, I might recommend the case route. These are like, this is a really cool set, honestly. I really liked it. Do I think that this box deserves to skyrocket in aftermarket value, sealed? And why? Probably not. You know, like, I don't know. Like, this may be just because I'm not really the market that is into buying sealed products 10 years later after they've released. You know, I don't typically do things like that. I'd much rather buy like a lot of something else that I'm interested in than one like incredibly expensive thing that I'm going to be open and done with in like a day. But yeah, I mean, like I said, even if like 10 years down the line, you're thinking about trying to pick one of these up for yourself, I still probably wouldn't recommend paying more than like $150 for it, which ironically is what it's going for right now. Like, I think that's an insane price for these to be at right now. That's $300 per two of these. That's a ridiculous cost. Do not pay $150 for this box, especially right now. It's still pretty recent. But, you know, it's your fucking money, man. You know, I'm not going to stop you. Now, I kind of want to go through and just sort kind of everything by rarity. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to film that whole process, but now that everything has kind of been filmed on camera from the individual boxes, I don't really mind shuffling all this stuff up now, and sorting it in a different way. Like sorting all my QCRs by their... Good Lord, hairs. Sorting all my QCRs by what type of card they are. All my spell QCRs, you know. But while I sort these cards, I figured I could talk about some of the stuff that I actually have on the way. Some video ideas that I have planned, some of which you may have heard of already from my previous videos, and some of them are probably brand new that I haven't announced on any videos yet. So the next video right after this will be my Walmart Chaos box opening. And basically, that was just something that I picked up from my local Walmart. I work at a store that's really close to a Walmart, and I get off work like right before they close. So I typically go into Walmart right after work and check out the cards section while I'm getting groceries, just to see if they have anything new or something cool that I might be interested in. And I had never seen this before. It was called a Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaos box, I think it was. And on the box it said like 6 assorted packs. And I didn't really realize it whenever I bought it, because they had 6 assorted packs on the back of the box, that I figured that that's what you were buying. You were buying these 6 packs. But 6 assorted packs really meant 6 mystery packs. And so you will get to see what a Walmart third-party mystery box Yu-Gi-Oh! Set looks like, and what kind of aftermarket value some of these packs have, some of these cards have. Like I said, not that that's my main focus. I didn't even look up the value of the cards and everything until after the video was filmed. But it's still very interesting to see pulling something like that, like opening a box like that after opening a box like this, and really seeing like, oh, you think that buying these sets is flushing your money down the toilet? Go out and buy a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Mystery box and see how quick your fucking money gets flushed down the toilet. Like I said, I only spent 20 bucks on it, so it's not like I, had to take out a second mortgage on the apartment that I'm renting. But, but, yeah, it was absolutely positively 1000% not worth $20. And the pulls that I got from it were absolutely positively 1000% not worth $20. But I gotta give them credit. The packs that I pulled from the box, if I would have sold them all raw, like I wouldn't have opened the packs at all, I would have only lost $4. So that's awesome. But like I said, I'm not the investor crowd. That's not why I'm buying these cards. I'm really doing this more to just appreciate card art, and kind of put together a collection that the child me would have been proud of, because now I have the disposable funds to do it. Well, I say disposable funds, but it's really just a nice tax return. So it looks like out of 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 13 prismatic ultimate rares. And out of 4 boxes, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, get out of here, hair, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 prismatic collector's rares. Do a little organizing, do a little organizing. So yeah, that video will be directly after this, like literally as soon as I get this edited. Do I even need to edit this? I think we've already done all the math. Like all the math is done here. If you want to know all the fucking individual card values, you can go back and look at my other 4 box overviews individually, and they have every single value of every single card that I pulled, if that's what you're interested in. We may not even need to edit this though. I might just be able to upload this video raw to YouTube. Hopefully. It takes so much more time to fucking edit in subtitles and captions, but I don't think there's anything that we talked about that I'm gonna need to do that on. So that's nice. I may just be able to upload this raw, and then directly after that, the video's already edited. Like I've already edited in all the you know, TCG card values and everything for that Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaos box that I opened from Walmart. So that's ready to go. Like, and the only reason I haven't uploaded it is because I want all of these Bonanza, like all this Bonanza series, to be start and finished with before I move on to anything else. I have a trading cards playlist on my YouTube channel, and I wanted it to be chronological and in order and not like shit just being all over the place. I got a stupid brain like that. So I'm gonna try and start. I might be starting to set stuff off camera. I hope that doesn't upset you all at all. But I need to start making some space because I know these super and ultra rares especially are going to take up a lot of fucking organizing space. So let's go ahead and get rid of these. We don't really care about these. But yeah, man, most of the time, whenever you pull, or whenever you open up a fucking booster box, a pack of cards, whatever, you should not expect for your pulls to be anywhere near the value that you paid for that box. That's just not how trading cards work. So this is a pretty crazy series. Pretty crazy set. Alright, so that was all of our supers. And let's start piling these by type. If that's what these colors differentiate them. If that's how that works. Alrighty. Super. But what else do we have planned for the channel? I have I do have, oh yeah, that Pokemon Master Set video will more than likely be coming out next after the Chaos box opening. It's really fucking annoying. I've had every single card in that set sitting right over there on that fucking desk, ready to be opened, and the last card has just been delayed in fucking transit. It's supposed to be delivered like 3 days ago, and it's like arriving late. It's like these fucking dudes at the post office are just like playing catch with my fucking package or something. I don't know what's going on, taking it so fucking long. But I'm chomping at the bit to film that video. I'm chomping at the bit just to open those cards up and check them out. They are not going to be, I would assume at least, in like ultra, you know, gem mint 10 condition. Like I said, they're from a pretty vintage set, but I bought them all more so to complete a master set than to have, you know, some pristine, ultra valuable version of all the cards. But I was able to complete that master set for way under market value when it comes to TCG Player. And whenever I film that video, I will explain how I did that, and potentially how you can do that as well, because there's a lot of, whoops, I don't think we put these ones into our collector and ultimate piles. I'll do that real quick. I have to resort those. But yeah, I was able to complete this Pokemon Master Set. So like, basically, without spoiling too much about the video that I kind of want to get into in that video, but just primarily because I kind of need something to talk about while I sort these cards. To complete that entire Master Set, I did the math on TCG Player, and it would cost like roughly $550 to complete that master set. And I was like, fuck. For a set with this number of cards, which you will find out whenever I show you, it's not a large set. Double-digit numbers. Very low double-digit numbers. Less than 30. If you're a real Pokemon veteran, you may be able to fucking narrow down the set that I'm talking about just from all that information. But $550. If you added up the market value price of every single card in that set, it came out to like $550. I was like, fuck, that is way more expensive than I figured a set with this many cards in it would cost. But, like I said, we got it for significantly cheaper than that. And I didn't buy any cards that were fucking trashed. I didn't buy any cards that like had ultra significant damage to them. They are not, like I said, they are not all in ultra mint condition, but they're in pretty fucking good shape from the pictures that I was looking at on the listings. That, you know, that will be an interesting part of the box opening too. I guess it'll be more of a mail opening than a box opening. But seeing how what condition these cards are actually in, that will be interesting. But that's not really my primary concern with this set are them being in ultra pristine condition. Like I said, first master set, I just want to collect something that's really cool that I, you know, would have loved to have as a child. And yeah, I'm really excited to show those cards. I haven't even seen them yet. I haven't opened any of the mail up. I've been fucking showing some insane restraint by not opening any of those fucking packages yet, because I've had some of them for like over a week, over 2 weeks now. You know what, let me put all these super rares together now, because once I have all of these cards and every rarity in a pile, it'll be a lot easier for me to go through and find duplicates. But I need to go on one of those websites that I found earlier, and oh god, I just realized how big this ultra rares pile is going to be. Fuck, that's going to be so tall. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. But yeah, once I go through all of these and sort them by rarity, it'll be a lot easier to go through and check them for duplicates. And oh yeah, I need to go through to those websites that I found earlier and check the master set completion list for these. Because like I said, there are only 78 secret, super, ultimate, ultra, and collector rares. So like, I feel like there's a good chance that I may have all 78 in one of these fucking massive piles, especially that ultra rare pile. But we'll see. Because if not, I might just be able to buy a few cards and have a master set of one of those, which would be sick. That might actually be totally worth binding, even if they're a bunch of cards that I'm not the hugest fan of. Let me move these to a place where they're not going to get accidentally fucking knocked over. I say that now. What other topics? I have another video on the way that will be much shorter than anything I've done so far. It is another order that I have in the mail right now, and I'm still working on the last card for it. I may have talked about this in a previous video. It is a master set as well, but it is a master set of a pretty fucking hard to come by promo. I don't want to say too much more about it, because it'll probably be pretty easy to spoil. But there are only 3 cards in the whole promo. But it was a pretty fucking insane event when it happened. And the secondary market on those particular 3 cards are going kind of fucking batshit crazy right now. So I'm doing my best to collect all 3 of them before they start really skyrocketing in price. Because I cannot foresee them getting a reprint in the future. Primarily, well, I'm not going to say primarily anything because I'm going to start spoiling shit. But yeah, I don't see those cards ever getting a reprint. So I want to pick them up before they start getting into like the 100 and up range, because I got the first 2 of them for like around 35-ish bucks a piece. But now I'm seeing listings on eBay for like $100, $150 and getting like, you know, 20, 30 watchers on it. And I'm like, oh fuck, I better collect this last one really quick before these all start getting to that price. I'm bidding on I'm not bidding, I'm going to snipe. Real eBay veterans know. I'm going to snipe a fucking listing tomorrow at about 9 p.m. That's whenever it ends. And here's a quick tip. If you don't do a lot of eBay bidding, you don't bid, at least until the last second, alright? The only thing you're going to do by bidding with people anywhere near before that timer ends is you're just going to drive the price of whatever you're bidding on up and up and up and up, and you're just going to end up paying way more for it. Real eBay veterans know you got to be a sniper, bro. You got to be quick with it. And when I say that, I mean you got to wait until there are 10 seconds, 5 seconds left on that listing before it ends, and you got to fucking submit that bid right there. And it's backfired on me in the past. There's been times where my internet connection's been spotty and I've lost a bid, or I've lost a auction because my phone couldn't submit that bid in time, even though my bid was higher, which sucks. But if you're serious about winning items for a good price, for a really low price, you gotta be a sniper, man. You gotta get your sniper game on with eBay. So tomorrow, right now the card's only sitting at $5, sitting at $4.99 right now. And there's like maybe 6 or 7 other watchers on it right now, which was the same case with the other 2 cards. But like I said, the other 2 cards were getting up to like 30, 35 bucks. And right at the end of the fucking bidding session, right before there was like 5 or 10 seconds left, I put in a $50 bid on both of them. And obviously nobody else put in a bid that high, so I won both the cards. Now I'm just trying to snipe that third one. And I really hope it goes well, because that would make for a really cool video. I can kind of talk about the event around it, even though I was not able to attend it, nor do I even really know much about both of the parties involved with the collaboration of the card. I would kind of expand on that, but it will spoil potentially what I'm talking about. But I'm not really like a huge fan of either of these 2 things, but the collaboration of the 2 of them coming together was like interesting enough for me to want to collect this little 3-card master set. If you're really, really knowledgeable about, you know, maybe some more semi-recent master sets, and you know what? Actually, no. I'm giving off way too much information right now. Just chill. It's cool. You ain't gotta tell every single detail of the video before it's out, bro. Fucking son of a bitch. Am I putting some of these in the wrong pile? These need to be somewhere else. I think here. Sorry, I'm already getting fucking sidetracked. It's because I don't normally talk while I fucking do this sorting process. I'm putting shit in the wrong fucking... Ah, damn it. Hold on. You go back. You go back. You go back. Okay. I think that's right. Okay, yeah, I'm clearly putting some shit in the wrong fucking piles like an idiot. Another potential video that I could do if people were interested is I have a 47 card order from TCG Player on the way right now from Yu-Gi-Oh! They're all just singles, but I don't really know how interested anybody's gonna be in it because none of the cards are like super valuable. So like kind of the story behind the order is I bought those kind of like right whenever I got back into TCGs, like maybe a month ago, and I've been waiting for them to show up for, like I said, like a fucking month now. And so I've got 2 of each of those. That's cool. Oh, and 2 of each of those too. So I've been waiting on this 47 card order for a fucking shitload of time now, and it just hasn't showed up. And I felt really bad about it, because as a fellow fucking online seller, like, I know what it feels like when you send something off and the post office loses it, and it's not your fault, it's not the buyer's fault, but like somebody's got to pay up, somebody's got to like reimburse, and it's like, fuck, I don't want to fucking, you know, hit up this probably small town card shop owner and be like, hey man, the fucking order never arrived, I want a refund, when I'm almost certain he did send the cards out. Like, the main problem that I had with the order is that these fucking people on TCG Player just do not like providing tracking numbers for some reason. So I just kind of got to go off of his word of mouth that, like, yeah, I shipped it up, man. Like, but I messaged him the other night, and I was just like, hey man, is there any chance that you ever got a tracking number? Because it's been like a month, and the cards still haven't showed up. And he messaged me back, and he was like, no, I never did get a tracking number, but if you want, I could resend the cards out. So, like, he basically was, like, saying, like, I'm willing to take a loss on those $20 of cards that I sent you, and just send you duplicates for free, basically. And I was like, damn, that's like super nice. I didn't really want for you to have to do that, but like, I also didn't just want my fucking money back. Like, I did kind of want to collect these cards. So I was like, that would be awesome, man. If you could send me a duplicate out, I'd really appreciate that. And I also told him that if the original order did show up, that I would send them back to him on my own tab. Like, I would pay to have those cards shipped back to him, because I wouldn't feel right about keeping $40 worth of cards for that guy, from that guy, especially considering that he was willing to send me a second set completely for free, just because the first one probably got lost in the mail. So that was very nice of him. I wouldn't take advantage of his kindness like that. But like I said, I ordered all of those cards from that 47 card order right whenever I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I kind of just wanted to buy a bunch of, honestly, they're just like, most of them are cute girl cards. Like, they're all just like, honestly, like waifu cards for the most part. I just thought all the art on them was really attractive and cute and everything like that, but none of them are valuable. You know, if I ordered 47 cards for $20, you know, that, you know, averages out to like what, like 50 cents a card probably. So I don't really know how interested most people are gonna be in like me going through the fucking waifu cards that I ordered. But you know, if you are, let me know. That'll definitely give me more motivation to make that video, because otherwise I'm just gonna open them and add them to the collection. I'm realizing now that I should have organized the super rares like I am right now before putting that pile together, but I'll have to do that in a moment. I'll get to that. Plumber. Okay, I don't think we had any duplicates of those. We had 3 duplicates of her. I think I had these in the wrong fucking pile, maybe. Sorry, I'm sorry about the fucking dead air. Yeah, I have way more of these than I thought I did a second ago. Jesus, man. These are getting complicated to organize right now. So these are done. Let me start making a pile for these. Yeah, these are all organized with duplicates. Yeah. These are all organized with duplicates. So are these? I don't even think there are any. Oh yeah, there were. Schuberta. The next, or well, I guess another video that's going to be coming out soon that I didn't have planned originally that I do now is I have 2 new booster boxes on the way. They are not Yu-Gi-Oh! They are not Pokemon. They are not Magic the Gathering. I don't want to give too much more information than that, but they are from 2 different companies. They are not, like, you know, they're not both from... actually, you know what? I don't want to say that. I want to say they're not both from Konami or something, because who knows? Konami may own everything on Earth. Did I get those out of there originally? See, yeah, that's what I was saying. These fucking ultra rares are gonna be a bitch and a half to organize. That, you can't see, they look flat on the screen, but these are fat piles right now. These are all just ultra rares. So fucking many, dude. There are so many ultra rares. This is gonna be like, just sorting like I think monster cards from ultra rares is going to take forever figuring out what duplicates I have in here. So I'm probably gonna wait and maybe even do those off camera, because I don't know if I have really that much more to talk about with this. Let me put these together. Another duplicate of that. Another Super Dreadnought Railgun and Juggernaut Lieb. So yeah, 2 new booster boxes coming soon. Those will both be individual videos. Someone commented on one of my previous videos that they would like to see a binder review, or a binder reveal, I guess. I could do that right now, but it's pretty light, honestly. Like I said, I just showed you all those Pokemon cards that I have on my eBay store right now. I have more that are in like a shoebox, all sleeved up and everything. But like my personal collection binder, it's only got like 2-3 pages of like vintage to like early 2010s Pokemon. The back has like 2 or 3 pages of more modern Pokemon Trainer, full arts, and rainbow rares. My Yu-Gi-Oh binder is only structure decks right now. I don't think most people would be interested in seeing a structure deck binder, especially because most of them are just like Walmart, Target, retail structure decks that you can find everywhere. So, you know, there's probably a million videos on YouTube that are way more informative about, you know, what you could get in those structure decks than, you know, just me showing off my fucking binders of them. But I just thought that would be an interesting way to have those sorted, because that binder that I have for the structure decks is like, it holds like 1,000 cards, so I figured I would use that one to store all my structure decks just because it's huge. And do I have another binder? The third binder that I have will be the one for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Personal collection, which I honestly haven't really started yet. I don't really have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Personal collection binder yet. I showed off that one that I got the other day. It only has space for about 180 cards, I think it was. So it's probably not going to fit everything that I have planned for it. I may need to order another massive binder and use that for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Personal collection, because I still have a lot of other cards from a lot of other Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets that I pulled off camera kind of before I started this series. Oh, god damn it. No, wait, that's right, that's right. All those are sorted. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. I thought I was putting them in that pile. That has not been sorted yet. Is that every Monster Reborn? And Crash Bandicoot Island and Solomon Grape. We had a lot of. Let's get those out. Any other video ideas that I had? Binder review, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I just recently ordered some new. You know what? I actually don't want to say that either, because that will kind of spoil the booster boxes that I have coming in, so I can't really talk about that either. I might very well just end this video kind of halfway through this sorting process if I can't think of much else to talk about, because there's no reason to have like a 2-hour video if, you know, the latter half of it is just dead air. But I think I went through all of my notes that I had for this. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty cleared out. I guess since this is my final Bonanza box video, that I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who left comments, who left likes, all the views. I think my first one is at like over 600 views now, which is fucking mind-blowing to me. Thank you all so much for all that support. That was super cool to see. Every day whenever I get home from class and everything, I go through and check my comments just to make sure that I'm not leaving anybody hanging. But yeah, I've really loved responding to everybody, and people have been way nicer in the comments than I was expecting, man. I was really expecting to kind of get a lot of like, you open packs like a fucking pussy, or these cards are not worth anything, or, you know, I don't even know exactly what I expected. But, or yeah, you don't know anything about the card game. But yeah, everybody's just been super nice in the comments, man. So yeah, like, thank you all for not being like a gatekeeping kind of audience. I know that some things are better left gate kept, but thank you all for being very, you know, warm and welcoming with me for these videos. I appreciate that a lot. If there is any other video ideas that you all have for me that you might potentially be interested in, you could always leave a comment and let me know. Like I said, I read every single comment on these videos, even the negative ones. More than likely I will respond to all of the comments, positive or negative. I love feedback, I love criticism, And I have tough skin, so come at me, bro. Hit me with your best shot. But no, yeah, like I said, y'all have been really, really nice and really cool, and I've gotten like 20 new subscribers over the past like 4 days, which is super sick, man. That's super awesome. Thank you to all of you all that are returning viewers. Like, if any of you all have gone from Bonanza box opening 1 to now, you have watched a combined total of like probably 5 or 6 hours of me talking. I don't know if that makes me like incredibly terrified or like astonished and like honored. That is really crazy. Like, I highly doubt that there's going to be a lot of people that fall into that category, but for those of you who did, like, thank you so much. That's like, that's crazy that you would watch me talk for that long. I don't even like listening to myself talk for that long. But yeah, I'm kind of drying up on topics here. I don't think that there's anything else too pressing or anything like that. I gotta go to bed in like an hour, so I'll probably sort the rest of these cards out and hit the hay. But I just now noticed that the tornado warning sirens aren't going off anymore. I really apologize. I'm sure that I'm gonna watch these in post, or watch this video in post, and realize that that's like incredibly loud and distracting. So if that's the case, I really apologize for that. I'm sorry that I decided to film the video tonight, but like I said, the free time that I have is minuscule nowadays. I gotta fucking get it in where I can, so we do what we can, people. Thank you all so much for watching. More stuff on the way. Like I said, I actually have planned videos on the way. More than likely, as soon as this is uploaded, which should be tonight. I don't think there's any editing that I have to do this. As soon as this is uploaded, I will upload that Walmart Chaos booster box opening. More than likely, Pokemon Master Set coming. More than likely, oh yeah, and then those 2 new booster boxes that I have coming. But yeah, stay tuned if you're interested for any of that stuff. Thank you all so much again for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure chatting and kind of chilling with all of you all. I'll see y'all later. Have a great night, good day. Hope this has been fun. And this has been the Bonanza Box Review.